Hello there to all of our dear friends there at Howard Baptist Church. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Peter Somerville. I was lead pastor there from years 2006 to 2015. I'm now the new lead pastor down at Grace Church in Richmond and Nelson. I've known Richard for quite some time. He and I actually go back quite a number of years, all the way back, in fact, to when I was a young Christian. I was only a believer, only a few months. There was a number of things that I admired of Richard back then. I remember that he had a deep love for Christ, a real genuine love for the Lord and for his people. He also had a real humility about him. Richard's not a pompous person. He's very down to earth and real with guys, and that meant a lot to me as I was new in the faith. And now, 30 years down the track, Richard, would you believe that? Now look at me, my hair's starting to fall out just like you. Maybe this happens to all pastors after a long time, eh? This is a great occasion for you. And look, I feel hard to give any kind of commission or word to you since I feel I'm the younger following, but just look after those people, shepherd them well, care for them, teach them, lead them, model to them how Christ has taught and led and cared for you. Blessings to you and Donelda in this new venture, and I won't cease to pray for you both as I have been doing regularly.
Hello, I'm Joe Fleener, and I'm the pastor of Rollston Baptist Church. I also served as the associate pastor at Howick Baptist Church for about over 3.5 years, a time of great joy in our life and ministry. Yet at the same time, I've been a very good friend with Richard and Donelda and the family. Our families have been close for quite a number of years. We've enjoyed family holidays together, fishing together, many barbecues, and they've been a source of great joy. Richard and Donelda and the family have continued to be to us a model of what Paul says in 1 Thessalonians 2. So being affectionately desirous of you, we were ready to share with you not only the gospel of God, but also our own selves, because you have become very dear to us. We've been very thankful for their example as a family, Richard's role as a husband, a father, as a pastor, as a model of what it means to love God's people and to serve Him faithfully. I look forward to seeing what God will do in them and through them and the lives of many people at Howick Baptist Church in the years to come. And we just continue to pray for God's richest blessing and fruit in their lives and in your lives as a result of having them there with you at this time.
Hello, my name is Val, and I've known Richard and Donelda and the family for about 17 years, since they went to Papakura Baptist Church, and I've been close friends with Donelda all of this time. I'm delighted for Richard and Donelda that they've come to Howard Baptist, and I'm sure it won't take you long, you, the congregation, long, to love and know Richard and Donelda greatly. Donelda is so talented in so many fields. She is a wonderful mother and wife, and I have loved being involved with their family over many special events such as birthdays, engagements and weddings. She is a loving and respectful wife and always speaks so highly of Richard and loves and appreciates all he does. I watched as Donelda homeschooled her boys. I loved that although she placed a big emphasis on education, she was most diligent in training and fostering their souls and their spiritual growth. Her musical ability is to be admired. She's a competent pianist and loves singing in the choir. She has competently encouraged all her boys in music and in playing a musical instrument. The thing I love the most is her unswerving and undivided love and faith in Jesus. Donelda knows with absolute certainty that God is sovereign and His ways are perfect. He is the Lord of her life. I'm absolutely delighted that Donelda and Richard have felt God's call on their life and ministry to come to Howick Baptist Church. You are so blessed to have them come. I hope you will get to know and love Donelda as I do. I'm sure you will care for her and appreciate her for the woman she is. I know you will be inspired and encouraged by her.
Good morning. I'm Alan Williams, an elder at Papakura Baptist Church. It's on occasions like this that one hears the words, "I'm pleased to commend to you." Well, yes, but it is with a little sadness. For in doing so, I'm conscious that your gain is our loss. However, on the positive side, we acknowledge that decisions are not made lightly, and this is indeed the Lord's will. In my nearly 60 years as a believer, I have sat under and benefited from the ministry of a number of preachers, and I can honestly say that Richard ranks with many of them. His preaching is real, it's relevant, it's instructive, it's challenging, it's practical. And this is evident in his pastoral ministry. Richard practices what he preaches and preaches what he practices. My prayer is that Howick give a big warm welcome to Richard, Donelda, yes, and Sam and Anna, and that you care for them and support them in your prayers day by day. May the Lord richly bless you in your work for the Lord together. Oh, Richard, just one small point. Have you informed the elders that the manse at Papakura is having a few repairs and is being redecorated? It will be ready for after your short vacation at Howick, and we shall give you a call when it's ready. May God bless you in your ministry here.
Hello, brothers and sisters at Howick Baptist. It's JB in here from Christchurch, and it's a real, it's a pleasure and a joy to be able to say something for Sam and Anna joining your church family. I first met Sam a number of years ago at the Equip conference. He's still my favourite Strand member that I've ever had in a group, and it's been a real delight to see the way the Lord's worked in him through the years, to get to know the wider family and to see what's been happening to him. So it's with great excitement I pass on my best wishes and the best wishes of our family and church family at St Stephen's to you guys, and I look forward to seeing what the Lord will do with you, through you at Howick over the years to come. And as someone who's worked under his father in ministry at a church, I can only say that it was a tremendous privilege and blessing for me. Our church family at St John's, where I was working at that time, benefited a huge amount, and I'm sure and confident it will be the same for you. So may the Lord use you both mightily, you and Anna.
G'day, my name's Mike Prodigaladad and I'm the pastor at Stanmore Baptist Church in Sydney, Australia. I first met Sam about 3 years ago when he moved over here to study, and it has been a real privilege to see him grow, develop and mature as a man of God over that time. Really excited as well that he now has this opportunity to serve you there at Howick Baptist, and we look forward to seeing how God uses him and Anna to build the church there in New Zealand. I've got many fond memories working with Sam, dinners, coffees, and also the occasional Bledisloe matches together. But I must say, in every interaction with Sam, I've been encouraged to see God's grace in his life. You see, whether in victory or whether in defeat, Sam always manages to display God's grace. And that's encouraging because gospel ministry's mixed bag, really. There are days ahead for Sam and Anna which will be a real encouragement, and there'll also be days when it'll be really tough. And so our prayer is that Sam and Anna, you not only experience God's grace, but you manage to display and apply God's grace in all the ministry that you do together there at Howick. May God bless you and keep you. May God prosper the church there at Howick and further afield in New Zealand. God bless from your friends here at Stanmore Baptist Church in Sydney, Australia.
Hi, my name's Marin and I've spent the last 3 years studying at SMBC with Anna and Sam. And Anna Buddy was one of the first and best friends that I made when I moved into college 3 years ago, and I've been continually blessed by her friendship. I love how she encourages people to find joy and adventure in wherever God has called them at that point in time. And she just has a genuine and honest care for the people around her. That is such a blessing. Anna Buddy, I also love that you're creative and fun, but that you're also really prayerful and patient. So as you and Sam start this new big adventure, I know that you will continue to honour God and be really prayerful as you serve the people there at Howick, as you serve God. And I'm excited to hear how God blesses you and the people there over the coming years. I'm also really excited that you're in New Zealand and safe from the Australian spiders. So don't stop, never give up, even if it's cold outside.